Yo, what's good, peeps? I'm going to take a quick look at what I consider the 10 hottest games that are going to be dropping in June 2017, so make sure you keep it locked.
Number 10.
Yo, Skytree Village is set to be the largest game in the Harvest Moon franchise, and it will have you taking care of your farm, the animals living on it, and allow you to enjoy the surrounding environments as you try to find your place in the small town. In this game, you basically start off with a pretty small and uninteresting farm, but it's literally your job to make it whatever you want it to be, all through the use of growing crops and rearing animals. This is the latest game in the series and is only going to improve on all the previous Harvest Moon games from the past. I personally haven't really played a Harvest Moon game for quite some time, so definitely a game that I'm kind of keen to see in what direction Nintendo definitely take the series into.
Number 9.
Yo, typically Danganronpa is a title that is exclusively a visual novel, and while the story is really well written, visual novels aren't exactly for everyone out there. Ultra Despair Girls expands on the Danganronpa universe by keeping the story just as fans of the series would kind of expect it to be, but by changing the gameplay into a third-person shooter with some horror elements to the game. While the game is quite different to what the series is known for, this change in design is surely going to make the game hotly anticipated for the month of June 2017. I personally love the visual style of this game. Definitely the graphics is something that really caught my eye when I first saw the few trailers that dropped over the last couple of months or so. So this will be a game that I would definitely consider picking up in the month of June.
Number 8.
Yo, Dirt is one of those races that has been around for quite some time now, and it is also one that avoids the arcade nature of races quite well without going full simulation. It's safe to say if you've played a Dirt game before, then you kind of know what to expect with this title, but that doesn't stop the game from being just as fun as the previous iterations, possibly even more so. I'm personally not really into the kind of realistic type racing games, but Dirt has definitely been a game which I think is really fun and one to definitely not overlook in the month of June 2017.
Number 7.
Yo, The Elder Scrolls Online has been out for quite some time now, but the latest version of it releases the vast and expansive space of the Black Marshes that was set in the Morrowind. Not only is this game giving you a wide new area for you to explore, you've even got a brand new class to try out in a brand new set of dungeons that are bound to take more than just one afternoon to see them all through, and that's personally what I call really great content and really great value for money. Keeping it all the way real, I've had Elder Scrolls Online since its release, and of recent I haven't actually played this game for quite a few months. Actually, I probably haven't even played it this year, but definitely given the new upcoming DLC does make me wonder whether I should go back to play this game, because it does really look like there's a lot to explore in this expansion.
Number 6.
Yo, another MMORPG has hit the list, except this time in the form of Final Fantasy XIV, and it seems this latest expansion is going to bring some biggest changes to the MMM has ever seen. For those of you who have played Final Fantasy XIV on the regular or are returning players, this latest expansion is definitely something many players should be looking forward to getting their hands on for the first time, as it seems they won't have to wait too long now. Given all the trailers and promotions that's been surrounding this game prior to its release, it's definitely exciting most of the fans out there, and I'm sure they can't wait to get their hands on this game.
Number 5.
Yo, this game is less of a bog standard release and more of a HD release of what was the best Wipeout games ever to be conceived, and then thrust them all together to make one incredible game. By the looks of things, it's going to be a great addition to many players' arsenal of games. There are a lot to love in this classic arcade style sci-fi racer, and considering that there's going to be over 26 different tracks to race on and over 14 unique ships for you to pick up and play with, it couldn't matter if you plan on playing this online or with friends. Either way, it's definitely going to be a great release in June.
Number 4.
Yo, Yo, while I will admit that ARMS is a very peculiar name for a title, just by looking at some of the brief snippets of gameplay that has already been revealed, the game appears to be one great looking fighting game set for release on the Nintendo Switch. The bright and vibrant colours that comes along with this game has brought to life one fighting game that is simple to get to grips with, but just has enough challenge that you could simply lose hours of time when playing with one of your friends. As I've mentioned in previous videos that surround the ARMS, I was a little bit skeptical at first, but definitely after a few more gameplay trailers and a few more release of a couple of characters here or there has kind of made me a little bit more interested in seeing what all the hype around this game is about.
Number 3.
Yo, Crash Bandicoot is a fellow who hasn't really had the best of luck with his games in recent years, partly due to the fact that the poor guy hasn't actually got any. However, the developers over at Naughty Dog Studios have decided to revive and recreate the original 3 Crash Bandicoot games, and as a result has ended up with a gorgeous action platformer that fans of the Crash Bandicoot series are going to absolutely fall in love with. It is without doubt that there are lots of love in this one package, and it is one series of games many people were worried that would never see again, but are so very glad that we got a chance to finally enjoy the series one more time.
Number 2.
Yo, Micro Machines World Series is the latest iteration to be released for the popular arcade racer Micro Machines. The series pits you against a number of other little Micro Machines that you have to play as these cute but deadly machines that race and destroy one another around the real world tracks. The idea is seeing your toy car comes to life as you race around your kitchen counter, all while trying to blow each other up with rockets and whatnot is the idea I'm sure we can all get behind. I've personally been looking forward to this game since its announcement back in December or January, so definitely looking forward to pick this game up.
Number 1.
Yo, easily one of the most anticipated fighting games for quite some time now, Tekken VII is the latest iteration in the Tekken franchise. This 3D based fighting game has a myriad of unique and intriguing fighters that all manage to play completely different from one another without being too much for the average player to try out for the first time. Within less than a month, Tekken VII is going to hit the market and it's going to be one of the most played fighting games for quite some time, and as a result it deserves its spot as #1 game to be released for June 2017. I've personally said it on numerous occasions throughout many videos that I've made around Tekken 7 that Street Fighter is probably my preference in terms of fighting games, but I'm not gonna lie, this has actually been the first Tekken game that I've really looked forward to being released. Anyway peeps, I hope you enjoyed my very quick rundown of what I feel will be the best 10 games releasing in June 2017. Do let me know what games you're looking forward to dropping in June, and also let me know if I've left out any games that you feel I should have included in my list. If you enjoyed this countdown video, be sure to hit the like button and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and until next urban gameplay video, we definitely say peace out peeps.
Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button for more cool urban gameplay videos.